Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and we have the latest Crochet Now magazine to have a look at and review. So while I'm getting into this, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Hopefully you'll be informed when new videos pop up. YouTube don't really notify all anymore, so don't worry if you won't get inundated with messages. Oh my goodness, it's strong until you don't want it to be. Okay, so just a clear plastic on this one and an address page which we'll remove. We've got some freebies. Let's have a look. Seems a long time since I've done one of these open with me's, and yet as I subscribe to 3, you'd think there'd only be 1 week out of the month really that I don't get to do this, but for some reason it just feels like a lot longer. So we have a magazine and we have some freebies over here which I'll move for a sec. We'll just have a quick look. We've got Care Bear key rings, a mandala sort of star blanket. Is that a star? It's hard to say, it's all scrunched up. Spooky season. So, and I quite like this. That's actually pretty cool, but I don't like things that are tight on me. You know, I like baggy, and multitude of sins, the reason. Stretcher skills, a Harry Potter bag. We've got, oh my goodness, Spooky Pussycat, I think that's a cat. Some kind of wreath. Yeah, let's get in and have a look and see what else we've got then. We've got Hooked on Amigurumi. So we've got some Christmas stuff. We've got elves, we've got Santa, we've got a Christmas tree, which I was going to make one very similar to that. They're still doing it. They're still poaching my ideas. We've got a penguin covered in fairy lights. So, festive special, 21 patterns. So there's obviously a few more in there. We'll put that to one side and we'll come back to it. But we also have double-ended crochet hooks. So these are sizes 2.5 and 3, 3.5 and 4, which I suspect might be for the amigurumi if you need them. But I have some double-sided crochet hooks in my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, and they're tulip. I haven't shown them for a long time, but yeah, they're tulip ones, and they're double-ended, different sizes. There's quite a lot to choose from, but these are very thin, so I'm not used to that anymore. Most of these freebies get put in people's orders from my shop, hobbyrocks.co.uk, when I send them out. Okay, so we've got Explore Magical Crochet Hacks with Happy Berry. Lovely Laura. That's just the hello page, which I don't usually bother with. I have some of that yarn. There. It's a Rico yarn. I've got some of that. I haven't made anything with it yet though, but that's not to say I won't. Wreath for Halloween. Spooky dude. I don't know if what that is. Probably some kind of goblin, ghost. Heaven knows. Ghostbusters had a lot to answer for, didn't it? Anyway, we've got the pullover we've seen. We've got a cat wall hanging. Quite like the cat. Not really keen on wall hangings, but I like the cat. Little pumpkin blanket. We've got this top, which is not really Halloweeny, but it's there. Lots of Halloweeny stuff in here, though. Advert. What is this? Forever Fable. I think it's just advertising the yarn, really. Latest from the crochet community, so it's West Yorkshire Spinners. We've got a very small bucket hat and another bucket hat. That's at King Cole. We've got some Care Bears. It looks like the Crochet Society is going all Care Bear. Universe in Bloom. So this is from Sheepies. I know it's not pronounced like that, but it is for me. Follow Your Passion. I've seen that somewhere before. Maybe, I don't know. So what's this? Record-breaking craft. Friendship bracelets. A swirl of inspiration from Yarnsmiths. Now I had some just DK yarn from Yarnsmiths. I really did not like it. It was awful. Absolutely the worst yarn I've ever used in my entire life. Their cotton though, I liked it. That was really good value, and it was also, well, apart from the fact that they were 50-gram balls, but it was nice to work with. But I wouldn't give that DK a house room. I've got loads of it as well because it comes as a free gift with this book. So I stuck with that. Okay, so we got the Show Us Your Bits and an advert for Starcraft Horizon, which is a gradient cake. Strange how they look like Bag of Days cakes. But they do, don't they? Do you think they look like them? The ones I've seen anyway, her tonal hues. And they look very, very similar there. Strange. This is Blazenka Simic Borrow making this. I quite like it actually. It goes from an extra small to a 5XL. If I made this, but I'd have to make it a lot longer and probably put a bit of a sleeve in. So anyway, I'd have to remake it, to be honest, but you know, it's just because I've got horrible bits that I like to hide, personally. There's a few pages of that one. And it was a star. Okay, so this is called The Sorcerer's Star, and it is by Nicole Simpson. It's very pretty. I like that. It's kind of like a sampler blanket in a star. Not many people get it that way round, so good on you, Nicole Simpson. I like it. That is nice. Okay, other crafty stuff that they also do. So this is the Care Bears keyring. So Heather C. Gibbs has designed this. And yeah, everybody was into the Care Bears when we were young. Well, my kids more than me, but I was on the tail end of Care Bears, really, I think. Spellbound Shopper. Either that or just like Teddy's. Well, that's been in my channel and everybody else's by Natasha Emerson. It's just exactly the same as all the other Granny Square bags, the shoppers. So, yeah. I'll move on. Might be a bit longer, perhaps. No, don't know. It does look very long, though. Spooky season. So it's just really showing you where you can get hold of the stuff that they have. And a trick and treat biscuit barrel. Why would you want one just for Halloween, though? You have to use it all the time, wouldn't you? Or not. Karen Design Team has come up with this. Check Those Stripes scarf, it's called. So you've got checks, you've got stripes, and it's made with Aran, which obviously is simply soft, and most Karen yarn is. Okay, Midnight Magic wall hanging. Do like this, not as a wall hanging, but maybe as making it bigger, perhaps sort of a bigger border around it and making it into like a little rug, blanket, cushion, anything. I don't really do wall hangings. I'm just a bit down on them, I think. Natasha Emerson has done this, but this is where it's at, man. This is where you can make it into whatever you want. A chart. Do love a chart. So subscribe and you will get a lot of stuff, maybe, if you're lucky. What's this? So Totally Hooked Crochet Kit Bundle. So you get a Crochet Society kit bundle if you do it by way of an incentive, and then probably a lot of stuff in there to get you to actually subscribe to those. They're saying it's worth over £70, but when you look at that, does it really look like it is? It's got one of those tiny little yarn things that's free in most magazines, a couple of balls, a hook, what could be some stitch markers maybe, I don't know, and possibly a pattern in there. I have no idea. But, you know, there's this one. You get like a thing to put your phone on that one. It's just an illustration, I guess. So anyway, it's 20 quid, all but a penny for 3 months. It is £80, all but a penny for 13 months. So, moving on. I like this. I do. So, Charlie Mortley designed this one. And it's pretty cool, but It's extra small up to a 5XL, or 3 to 6 months up to 8 to 10 years. You can make it for the kids. I like that. I like the fact that they've done all those different sizings. That's pretty decent. So there's a lot of instructions on that one, and so on. What we got? The hot list. Frightful fibres. So we've got Stylecraft Recreate, Sheepy's Big Dreams, Kid Mohair Silk. Ooh, can't touch mohair. Novita Edith. That looks very woolly. And Fashion Cotton Merino Lace. So, what have we got here then? The Yarnsmith's Mohair Silk Hand Dye. It's called Starfish. This one up here. And that is £9.20. It looks like a 50-gram ball, but I can't, it doesn't say. So I couldn't tell you. This Novita Edith doesn't tell you how much it is. It's a big secret. Rico Fashion Cotton Merino Lace Skies, £9.95. Again, don't know, maybe 100 gram, I can't really tell. This one looks like 100 grams, and that is Sheepy's Big Dreams Fairy Tale Fancy at £8.20. And the Stylecraft, £3.65. A little more realistically priced, but and I would say that's definitely says 100 grams there, but you can't see the rest. You'd think they would see and put that on there, wouldn't you? So this is the, is that the King Cole Prism homespun? Yeah, I've got some of that in my shop. It's really nice. Very nice yarn. This is Crochet Notebook with Happy Berry, Laura Eccleston. And what's she telling us this month? 5 crochet tips that are so good they feel like magic. Invisible joins, we know that one. The thumb cake trick. Thumb cake, is that this? The frog charm. Unraveling yarn hurts. It does indeed. The tangle tamer. They're not really tips, are they? Okay, see 4. Oh, the colour switch illusion. Okay. Little pumpkin. This is kind of cute. So you can use it as a blanket or a rug, this one. That's quite sweet. It's Alison Holloway. And I like the stitches. It's actually quite nice. It does look cool. Not just row after row after row of the same stuff, is it? You can see there's a lot of texture and detail there. Moving on. Glenn the Goblin. That's what he is. Of course. Now I can see it. You know, very bad identifying Amigurumi at the best of times. So put goblins in the mix and I've got no chance. This is designed by Kenzie Davis and is beginner friendly. So if you get his eyes wonky, I guess it doesn't matter really, does it? It's a goblin. Got to look weird. This is Kerry's journal, and we've got citrus rounds. So you can turn those into coasters, or you can make it a square. You can make a bag with them. They're all citrusy, fun. Funnily enough, I did the similar thing myself once. Yes. The Christmas countdown has begun at Crochet Society. 25 balls of yarn, doesn't say how big. 25 gifts and 6 exclusive projects. How much is that? £84.99. £85. Early bird price. Contents are worth £150. But that's their estimation of their worth. We saw their estimation of the worth of the box. So whether in our estimation that's what they're worth is... we'll have to wait and see someone unbox one. I dare say somebody will. Maybe Crochet Rocks can do it. I don't know. Let's see. The Tail the Cat. This is Tail the Cat by Heather C. Gibbs. Does lots of amigurumis. And he's obviously wearing a sheet. And there he is without his sheet. It's kind of cute. Very sweet. This is a Friendly Fright Ghost Wreath. So your little ghost amigurumis. This is Jane Howarth. And it looks like a hoop that's just covered in what looks like Stylecraft Squeeze Me. But it's not. It's Signet Jelly Baby, but same sort of thing. Chenille yarn. So what's this? Glitter Spice and Everything Nice. Crochet Society again. Of course it is. Dare say now Christmases are coming and Halloween is coming and everything else is coming. We're going to get a lot of their adverts in this book. So this is the book club, Harry Potter Crochet Wizardry by Lee Satori, $16.99 from Pavilion HarperCollins. Okay, so we're going to make the bag. I think they've missed the boat a little bit, really. I know there's a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, but the Harry Potter craze was before, wasn't it? So you've got your chart if you want to do that Hogwarts logo and emblem, whatever you want to call it. Twice the jigsaw, double the fun. Funnily enough, this is called a jigsaw. Reminds me of Was Jigs, which I do sell, funnily enough, in my shop. Not got many left, though. All Hallows Shawl by Joanne Smith. So I can't tell if that's a wonky one or not. Is it going to show us? It's a wonky one. Do you like wonky ones? Tell me in the comment section if you are into them with a point or whether you like wonky ones. What's the good about a wonky one? Not really sure how they'd work, how they'd make you kind of warm both sides. Don't get it. Might be missing a trick. Magical Makes, what we got here. These are all the things you can find from West Yorkshire Spinners, King Cole, etc. Toft. Advert page. One day, you never know. Might be on there. For someone to just flick by and not look at. So this is Happy Spice Crochet Long Part 5. Very, very, very busy. Very busy. This is Rosina Plain. If you like your busy, busy crochet, then that's one for you. And there's the chart. All the standard abbreviations, hook sizes and the like. 2 pages there. Oh, next issue. Right, we've got a crochet hook. A Bella Coco one, or one that's got a name on it anyway, with a, looks like a gingerbread man. Oh, it probably isn't. I don't know. Might be though, because it's got a bit of a Christmassy theme. We've got a Christmas gifting book. And there's a few different kind of things going on in this one. And Sesame Street bonus dress up Sesame Street pattern. Okay, Anna Nikapirowitz has got a bit in here. We sat down with talented crochet designer Anna for some tea and chat. So yeah, that's the book. That's an odd one, whatever that is. Right, let's have a look at this Amigurumi. So here we've got the hooks. I think they're for this stuff, so let's have a little look in the festive special. This looks kind of cute. Wow, loads, look. It said there was quite a few. What did it say? That there was 21 joyful patterns. Oh, here we go. We've got the penguin family in all different colours. We've got Christmas tree kind of stuff. I made this one myself before. We've got snowmen. We've got Christmas trees and Santas and baskets and polar bears. I'm getting good at this, I am. Rudolph. It looks a bit fat. He obviously hasn't been delivering presents and getting all the exercise yet. Another Rudolph? Maybe that's not one then. We'll find out. We have Snowy the Penguin. Probably been in these magazines before. There's been lots of penguins, and I think I've seen him. Andrea Ferreira. We have cherry tree ornaments. Cherry tree? Cheery! Cheery! Not cherry. I need to get new glasses. Obviously not working. Anyway, cherry tree ornaments by Cara Enguerda. And those are there. Merry and Bright Elves. I think I've seen them before, guys. Just saying. Do You Want to Build a Snowman by Louise Watlin. Can't remember seeing them, but he's got no head. And we've got Flora the Fawn. Flora the Fawn. And she's pretty cute. She's got a cute little tail. And this is Nutmeg the Bear. I've got to move that back, it's getting in the way. There we go, Nutmeg the Bear. Little Pudding. Little Pudding, I think, is a basket. I think so, anyway. I don't know. Just says decoration, so maybe not. Could have made it a basket and that the lid, couldn't they? This is Melissa Bradley VOUCHER. And we've got Peter the Penguins. We've got another penguin. This is the one with the fairy lights, and I think I've seen that before. Not sure. Oh, look, an advert for Crochet Society. And Paddy Polar Bear by Alison Holloway. I've not seen that one before. And I've seen something very similar to this on lots of places, actually. But I was going to make one. I'm not sure now. This is Christmas Tree Gnome. It's got a nose and hands. This is Father Christmas by Andrea Ferreira. And Hugging a Mug Reindeer. Oh yeah, he's got a mug. It's actually not in a mug. He is actually made in a mug. And that is by Jay Mooney. Pip the Pumpkin Bear. Seen that before, I think, or something similar. This is Louisa Caldera Cabral. Some new names, guys, for me to get the teeth round. I don't know, more Crochet Society. Polar Play Penguins. More penguins. Don't have enough penguins, really. Rufus the Reindeer. Even though he's got a red nose, he's not Rudolph. He's Rufus. Balls and Trees. Leonard the Lion. I think we've had him in other magazines. I'm sure we have. And we've got all the abbreviations and stuff and things. So, guys, what do you think? There are a few things in here that I really think are quite unusual and not been in magazines before. There are a few things that we've seen over and over again. But tell me, what do you like? And what do you not like? And all the stuff. Let's have the conversation. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care then. Bye-bye for now.